In the majestic halls of Denmark's royal palaces, a silent transformation has been underway. And it hasn't gone unnoticed. Behind the well-composed smile, the graceful curtsy, and the poised public appearances lies a queen who has masterfully redefined her role, not just as consort but as a central figure of power. Queen Mary of Denmark, once known merely as the elegant Australian-born crown princess, has orchestrated one of the most discreet yet formidable rebrands in European royal history. Today, she stands not only beside her husband, King Frederik X, but also quietly ahead in many subtle ways. The rebrand is not loud. It does not scream for attention. It whispers through actions, shines through her strategic appearances, and resonates in the evolving admiration of the Danish people and monarchy. At the heart of this transformation is an undeniable truth: Queen Mary is no longer just fulfilling royal duties. She is shaping them. While the Danish monarchy is steeped in centuries of tradition, Queen Mary has found a way to honor the past while commanding a modern presence that speaks directly to the 21st century. And she's doing it with such finesse that even her critics are forced to respect her vision. But how did this all begin? And what exactly has Queen Mary changed? The story begins with her deep understanding of Denmark's cultural fabric. From the moment she entered the royal spotlight, Mary demonstrated an acute sensitivity to Danish values: social equality, dignity, restraint, and sustainability. Unlike many new royals who struggled to fit in, Mary immersed herself. She learned the language with determination, mastered the protocols, and stepped into charitable work with genuine passion. But even then, those close to the palace whisper that Mary had bigger plans. The vision was never just to adapt. It was to transform. And slowly, that transformation began. Observers point to her work with the Mary Foundation, which has become far more than a pet project. It's a cornerstone of her legacy. Tackling taboo topics like domestic violence, bullying, and loneliness, the foundation has given Queen Mary a strong, empathetic voice in the public domain, one that resonates with both the older generation and Denmark's progressive youth. But what truly sets her apart is her ability to connect this humanitarian mission with the monarchy's broader image. Her campaigns are polished, her interviews deliberate, and her messaging always ties back to duty, unity, and dignity. The shift became more noticeable after King Frederik ascended the throne. Many expected Queen Mary to simply step back or merely play a ceremonial role beside her husband. Instead, she has strategically positioned herself at the heart of national conversations. Whether it's in her handling of sensitive social issues, her solo engagements abroad, or her growing presence at state functions, Queen Mary is no longer the supporting actress, she's co-director of Denmark's royal narrative. She rarely speaks about her power. She doesn't need to. Her influence is felt in decisions, in public policy alignments, and in the silent nods of approval from the royal court. Even Queen Margrethe II, Denmark's formidable and long-reigning monarch, is said to have praised Mary's quiet strength and evolving role. Sources close to the royal household reveal that Margrethe has come to deeply respect her daughter-in-law's discipline, intellect, and determination to modernize the monarchy without undermining its traditions. It's no coincidence that Margrethe, known for her sharp insight, has grown increasingly public in her support for Mary in recent years. Behind closed doors, insiders say that it was Margrethe's admiration for Mary's resilience and vision that sealed her approval for the rebranding strategy. King Frederik, too, seems to lean heavily on Mary, not just emotionally but strategically. While Frederik's image is warm, approachable, and steeped in tradition, Mary complements that with her sharp diplomacy, organizational acumen, and forward-thinking approach. Together, they are not just a royal couple, they are a formidable team. Yet, even within this partnership, Mary's evolution stands out. Her fashion choices, for instance, have subtly shifted from classic royal wear to bolder, tailored statements, still elegant, but with a commanding undertone. She no longer blends into the background. She defines it. Perhaps one of the most telling signs of her rebrand is her increasing visibility on the international stage. While royal watchers once considered Mary's overseas visits as symbolic gestures, they've now become platforms for influence. In her recent solo appearances, Mary has met with world leaders, addressed global forums, and championed issues like gender equality and mental health. She speaks with clarity and confidence, drawing attention not only to the causes she represents but also to Denmark's role in the global conversation. And unlike many royals whose voices are often diluted by palace protocol, Mary's statements land with precision and depth. This rising prominence has not come without challenges. Any woman who seeks power in a historically patriarchal institution is bound to face resistance. But Mary's strength lies in her ability to sidestep public drama. She doesn't fight palace battles in the open. She wins them in silence. Rather than confronting critics or pushing back against the media, she lets her work, and the respect it commands, speak for her. And that, perhaps, is the most effective form of royal power. Public opinion reflects this shift. In recent years, polls show rising admiration for Queen Mary. Many Danes, even those skeptical of monarchy in general, express trust and respect for her. Younger generations, in particular, view her as relatable, an immigrant woman who rose to the highest ranks not by birthright, but through hard work, humility, and purpose. Her story is, in many ways, Denmark's story of progress. As Denmark faces the challenges of a changing world, climate crises, social fragmentation, political uncertainty, Queen Mary has emerged as a symbol of steady leadership. She embodies both the timeless grace expected of royalty and the modern sensibility required of a public figure in today's world. And it is this duality that makes her rebrand so powerful. She hasn't abandoned tradition, she has redefined it. Insiders suggest that Queen Mary is also preparing for even deeper involvement in state affairs. With King Frederik delegating more responsibilities, there's talk of Mary playing a pivotal advisory role in both domestic and international matters. While this remains behind the scenes for now, few doubt that her influence will continue to grow. And perhaps most notably, Mary's rebrand is teaching a powerful lesson in leadership. True transformation doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't demand a crown or a title. It emerges in consistent choices, meaningful actions, and a deep understanding of one's role in the larger story. Queen Mary understands that she's not trying to steal the spotlight. She's changing where it shines. So while some may still see Queen Mary as the elegant figure beside the king, those paying attention know better. She's the strategist, the quiet architect, the silent force behind the throne. And in the end, that may be the most revolutionary kind of Queen Denmark has ever known. As Queen Mary's rebrand continues to unfold, and the monarchy subtly shifts in tone and energy, one can only wonder, is this the future of royalty, not in proclamations or power plays, but in purpose, presence, and poise? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into royal lives and untold stories from behind palace walls.